Welcome to the Unit 4 quiz read aloud. Please pause the recording between questions if you need some more time. Here we go. Question number 1. An atom of rubidium forms a monatomic ion. Which of the following ions does it most likely form? Rubidium -1, rubidium +1, rubidium +2, or rubidium -2. You can use and should use a periodic table for this quiz. Question number 2. Which of the following is a monatomic cation? Li+1 or a lithium ion, a sulfate ion, SO4 -2, a bromine ion, BRO or Br -1, or an ammonium ion, NH4 +1. Question 3. Which of the following is true about ammonium, which is NH4 +1? It is a polyatomic ion because it has more than one atom and a negative charge. I'm sorry, let me read that again. It is a polyatomic anion because it has more than one atom and a negative charge. It is a polyatomic cation because it has more than one atom and a negative charge. It is a polyatomic cation because it has more than one atom and a positive charge. It is a polyatomic anion because it has more than one atom and a positive charge. Question 4. Which of the following best describes PO4 -3, which is a phosphate ion? A polyatomic cation, a polyatomic anion, a monatomic anion, a monatomic cation. Question 5. What is the formula for an ionic compound that contains only potassium and bromine ions? KBr2, KBr, K2Br, or K2Br2? Question 6. What is the formula for an ionic compound containing only barium and sulfate ions? Ba2SO4, Ba2SO4 2, BaSO4, BaSO4 2. Question 7. A salt forms in the reaction of aluminum with chlorine. What is the most likely formula unit of this salt? AlCl3, Al2Cl, Al3Cl, AlCl2. Question 8. Which of the following pairs of elements would most likely combine to form a salt? Magnesium and chlorine, neon and fluorine, indium and iron, calcium and carbon. Number 9. Which of the following would have an electrostatic force of attraction between them? Na+1 and argon, a sodium ion and argon. Ba+2 and P-3, that's a barium ion and a phosphide ion. Cl-1 and O-2, that's a chlorine ion and an oxide or oxygen ion. And cesium+1 and lithium+1, a cesium ion and lithium ion. Question 10. Which of the following best describes an ionic bond? An ionic bond involves a metal that shares electrons with a nonmetal. An ionic bond involves two metals that share electrons. An ionic bond involves two nonmetals that share electrons. An ionic bond involves a metal that transfers one or more electrons to a nonmetal. Question 11. Electrostatic forces hold which of the following together? Argon atoms in argon gas, cesium and chlorine ions in cesium chloride, oxygen and hydrogen atoms in water, silver atoms and localized electrons in silver. Question 12. Which of the following properties describe all ionic compounds? Select all that apply. There is more than one answer. I'm going to scroll down a little bit so you can see all of the answer choices at once. If I could, there we go. Brittle, malleable, soft, hard, high melting and boiling points, low melting and boiling points, conducts electricity in water, does not conduct electricity in any way, does not dissolve in water, and dissolves easily in water. Again, we are choosing all of the properties that describe an ionic compound. There is definitely more than one answer. Question 13. What is the correct name of the compound CaF2? Is it calcium 2 fluoride, calcium difluoride, calcium fluoride 2, or calcium fluoride? Question 14. What is the correct name for the compound NH4Cl? Ammonium chloride, nitrogen-hydrogen chloride, nitrohydride chlorine, ammonium monochloride. Question 15. What is the correct name of the compound CuNO3? Copper nitrites, copper nitrates, copper 1 nitrates, copper 2 nitrates. Question 16. Which of the following rules would apply to the naming of CuO? A metal cation plus Roman number valence plus nonmetal anion ending in IDE. A metal cation plus a nonmetal anion ending in IDE. A metal plus a polyatomic anion. A polyatomic cation and a nonmetal anion ending in IDE. Question 17. The charge on magnesium when it ionizes will be +1, +2, -2, -3. Question 18. When aluminum ionizes, it becomes Al+3 ion. The +3 represents the number of valence electrons aluminum lost during ionization, the number of valence electrons aluminum gained during ionization, the number of protons that are lost during ionization, the number of protons and electrons aluminum needs during ionization. Question 19. Which of the following compounds will most easily conduct electricity when dissolved in water? Carbon dioxide, CO2. This is carbon tetrachloride, CCl4. Oxygen, O2. Or magnesium fluoride. Our last question is our open-ended question. It says, iron is a transition metal and, as such, can form two types of oxide compounds, FeO and Fe2O3. Part A, what's the difference between the iron cations in each compound, Fe plus 2 and Fe plus 3? Part B, how does that difference affect the final compound formulas? And Part C, explain what happens to the electrons when iron and oxygen atoms combine to form either of these compounds. That's the last question on the test. If you have any questions about the test, please let me know, and good luck.